This is your 9th reformer class. So for those of you who've been with me from the beginning, this is your 2nd month. So thanks for putting up with me and sticking with me. I think we're all enjoying being in this together, and I certainly am enjoying you guys being with me on this journey as well. And I know we're not really able to be there for each other on a physical level, but I think in spirit we're very much there for each other. You know, we're all in this together, the 8 of you and me here, so that's great. Today's class, I'm just going to switch the tone of the class slightly. I think it's really important to, although I like the fast and furious and pushing ourselves and gaining that strength and maxing out a little bit, I like that, but, and I know you guys do too, but there's a time and a place for most things, and I think I'm gonna resurrect some very familiar moves. I'm gonna just stick with moves that we've done multiple times over the duration of us all being together, some classic moves, and I want us to really try and slow this class down. I'd like us to go a bit deeper within ourselves, our personal selves. Pilates is brilliant for toning and strengthening and stretching and all that, but you know what, it's fantastic for connecting into your more mindful side, you know, that deep connection with your mind as well and your emotions. And I think in this stage where we're all at and what we're all doing, there is a time and a place for that, and I'm hoping that this will help us all a little bit. So breathing is going to be something I'd like you to concentrate on in this class. Remember, deep breaths, and as you're breathing, breathe into your stomach, but I want you to breathe into your rib cage as well. So instead of letting your ribs expand up towards the ceiling or out in front of you, depending on the position, try and imagine they're like a piano accordion and they're coming outwards, okay? So you're still getting a big deep breath into your rib cage, but you're not arching up or expanding up and out. You're expanding to the sides, all the while holding your core tight and keeping the shoulder posture correct. So breathing is key. So when we do these moves, breathe a bit deeper than you would normally, but not just breathing deeply. Feel the breaths, focus on them, become at one with your breathing, with what your body's doing. I want this flow to just really be simple and deep. So everything, all your moves, can we just get a nice big flow? Slow it down, but get the flow going. So you're not just doing the same move, just slower. You're increasing a quality part of this. There's going to be a good quality to this, okay? And that comes with breathing, flow, but it's mostly in your mind, that mindset. Just shift that mindset slightly and use this as if you're going to the spa for a while. You know, when you get a massage and it's all about you and you let go of stuff, you connect, it's just a beautiful experience. We're doing physical exercise, but we can achieve that same feeling. So let's strengthen up the mind and link in with the mind and get that emotional side of our physical body balanced and strong. So a reconnect time, a reconnect with ourselves. So 1 red and 2 blues. We're going to start off as usual with our footwork. So have your weights handy because we will use the weights, but remember, slow the pace, nice and slow, but go with that speed. If today is not the kind of day that your head needs to go in this kind of slightly deeper, slightly different direction, then turn this video off and pick one of the other ones, all right? Because it'll just frustrate you. But if you're ever in the mood just to keep that slowness going and just to really connect in with yourself, then this is the one for you, all right? But some days we're just not in the zone for it, and that's all right. So let's go. Nice and easy. 1 red, 2 yellow, 1 red and 2 blues. Lie down. Okay, so let's get your posture correct. Don't move a muscle to start with. Get your toes on the foot bar and just lie here for a second. And I want you to take a big breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, close your eyes and just imagine as you breathe out, every muscle in your body is just relaxing and just collapsing down onto that reformer. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Just imagine and visualize anything negative, just imagine it falling away from your body. And as you're doing that, the body is relaxing. Now next time you breathe in through your nose, put your hand below your belly button. And as your hand is placed there, I want you to tighten that area. So engage your core. Below your belly button, squeeze that area nice and tight. But the rest of your body, try and keep it in that nice relaxed state. So breathing in, breathe out. And as you breathe out, really squeeze that core. And breathe in. And breathe out. Keep that core nice and tight. Still letting go of stress and tension that you don't need to store in your body, but your core is tight. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. If there's nobody around, as you breathe out, make a noise with that breath. Imagine you're blowing up a balloon and you just force that breath out and push the breath out. Good. Expel anything negative, just get rid of it. Now hands down by your side and breathe in and push out through your feet and then bring it in. Keep the core tight. Your shoulders and your arms should feel nice and relaxed. Keep your eyes closed. If you're feeling comfortable with your eyes closed, it can really help deepen that connection into your body. Now this is not about perfection on your form. Let's just perfect and feel strong in the quality of our thoughts, feelings and emotions, okay? Concentrate on that side of things today. Now push out, sink your heels under. Now hold your heels under the foot bar. Keep your core engaged and just do small little bounces. So you're stretching out through the back of your legs, but you're not thinking about your muscles and your stretches and your strengthening. You're just bouncing, and as you're bouncing, you're breathing. And again, every time you breathe out, let go of anything you don't need. And breathe in. Feel strong as you breathe in. And then concentrate on your out breaths. Now, bring yourself up onto your toes and bring the carriage in. And under, up and in. Now, we're going to do this nice and slow. Nice and slow. So you're pushing your carriage out. You're sinking under with your heels. You're lifting up and you're bringing it in. Go at your own pace, whatever feels right. Just make sure you've slowed it down and you don't forget and just get back into the habit of racing through. Remember, this is a different tone. This is an exercise for your mind as well. If you feel yourself racing, slow it down again. It might feel a little bit unnatural, even uncomfortable, but just try and go with it for now. So you're pushing out, you're sinking under, you're pushing up and in. Now next time I want you to push out and just stay there for a second. Again, check yourself. Is your body feeling really relaxed? Is your core nice and tight? Now go into your walking, but slow, slow, slow. Good. Feel the rhythm going through your whole body. You're lifting up, you're pushing under, but feel that rhythm. Good. Enjoy the rhythm that your feet and your legs are going in. Breathe. Good. Slow it down. Slow it down. Breathe nice and deep. Keep your eyes closed if that helps. And again, concentrate now on your in-breath. And every time you breathe in, I want you to imagine you're breathing in positive energy, good vibes. We are surrounded by good energy. There's a lot of good going on out there. And I want you to breathe that in and just fill your body up with it. Your out breath will do its own thing, but you focus on that in breath and just imagine, visualize, pulling in all that beautiful, positive energy around you. And now go up onto your toes, and then under with your heels and up on your toes. Under with your heels and up on your toes. We're just going to do these slow. I don't want that burn to get too overpowering because I want you focusing on your in-breath. Let's do 3, 2, keep pulling in that positive energy, guys. 1, and then bend the knees. Come in, bring the knees into the chest, bring the head up, and just curl into a little ball. Pulling on your shins so your legs are into your body. Couple of big breaths, And just keep every single movement that you're doing, just keep it slow. Okay, back down onto the foot bar. This time bring one leg into your tabletop. The other foot is on the toe. You're going to hold this leg in the tabletop. Your arms are down by your side, and again, they're more relaxed than normal. Breathe in and exhale, push the carriage out and pull the carriage in. The leg stays in tabletop, and again, all the way out, all the way in. You don't have to point your toe, just relax through your foot. Hold this pose and just keep the movement going. And slow that movement down, but feel what's going on in your body. Feel every movement. Now focus on your breathing. Whatever works for you. If it doesn't work, imagining the in-breath and the out-breath. If that does nothing for you, then just focus on breathing for your own body, for your own health, for oxygenating through your body, for energizing your body, that's fine. But if you can somehow, keep on going guys, if you can somehow link that connection with your breathing into connecting with all that energy around us and your own body and linking all that in, whatever way, shape or form works for you, try and connect and link the breathing into something a little bit deeper and more personal. One more, and bring the carriage in, swap legs. And again, take a second, shift down if you need to. Make sure everything is melted and relaxed into that carriage. Engage your core, and off you go again. Focus on your breathing. Focus. You can time it with your movements or not. This is all about your needs and what works for you. You don't have to follow the rule book. You just follow your rules of your own body. You go into yourself and do what works for you. You're just keeping the leg in tabletop. You're pushing through the toe on the opposite leg. Your core is engaged. And you're breathing deep. If you've got your eyes shut, that's great. It just helps deepen your connection and forget the outside world. And you are focusing on yourself, calming and relaxing your mind, linking your mind, your body, and do 3 more if you can, nice and slow. And again, and when you're ready, do your final one, pull it all in, relax. Again, bring your knees into your chest, lift your head and shoulders up, pulling onto your shins. And just a couple of deep breaths, keeping that flow nice and smooth and slow. Good. Now we're going to do one more set of single legs. This time the leg's going to be pointed up to the ceiling. So bring your toe if you want to point up to the ceiling. But if that is uncomfortable and not natural for you, just as long as your leg is as straight as it can be. You're pushing the carriage out and you're bringing it in. That's all you're doing. Your leg is straight. Your toe is up towards the ceiling. Your shoulders relaxed. Your arm relaxed. Your hands. Face. Concentrate on your face. Between your ears, your mind. Focus on just melting and relaxing. Connecting into the movement. Feeling the movement in a slightly different way to what you normally feel it. View it as therapy for your mind and your emotions, not just muscle building. Good. Let's do 3 more if you can, in your own pace. Keep that flow. And when you're ready, swap the leg over. Just when you're ready, just delicately. Remember, slow every movement down. Imagine we've just gone into slow motion. Relax. Take your inhale. And then push away and bring it back in. Good. Push it away and bring it back in. And just keeping that leg up. Trying not to let it drop too far down. But remember, your focus is not your form. Your focus is how you feel. How's it feeling? Good. Don't overstretch, don't overwork. And let's do 3, 2, breathe, and give me one more, and then relax. Into your chest again, couple of big deep breaths, give your ankles a roll. Okay, now we're going to go into the 100, okay? So we're going to change the spring to 1 red and 1 blue. Now if you'd like to make it a bit easier, you can just put your 2 blues on. That's going to be a nice light spring. You can spring down if you feel that that's just suiting your vibe and your mood at the moment. But the standard spring we use is 1 red and 1 blue, so it's entirely up to you. Legs in tabletop, arms are up by the ceiling. Okay, we are not going to lift our head at this stage, and we're not going to change the position of our legs. We're just going to bring the arms down. So breathe in, just bring the arms down, and breathe in, bring the arms up. Good, fight the urge to push yourself. We don't have to push ourselves every single time. Arms down, arms up. Find your rhythm and find your flow. Close your eyes. Engage your core. Go into yourself. Feel how this is feeling. Regulate everything you're breathing. Good. Breathe in as the arms come up. Breathe out as the arms come down. If you can link the breathing with the positive energy, bringing it towards yourself and letting it go, try and focus on that for me now. In your own pace and in your own time. Good. And let's do 3 more. And 2. And last one, when you're ready. Good. Now this time we're going to keep the legs as they are and the head as it is, but we're going to circle the arms. They're going to start up, so take the weight of the reformer in the arms because they're up. They're going to go out to the side like a T, down towards your hips and then up again towards the ceiling, out to the side, down into your legs and up towards the ceiling. Now, find your pace, slow and controlled. Good. Now you'll start feeling these in your arms, so keep that core engaged. And remember, you are strong and you're in control and you're more powerful than you realise. You just have to connect with yourself sometimes. So circle those arms. Feel the strength in your arms and your shoulders, because we've kept it specific to certain areas. Feel that in your arms. Do 2 more. And then relax. Bend the arms, give the arms a rest. Stretch out your legs if you need to. And pull out your back. Good. I'm going to go into the full version of the 100. You can use your legs into tabletop, or you can extend them into the full version. It's up to you depending on how your back is feeling today. I'm going to talk you through the full version. Again, a lot slower than we're used to. Okay, priorities are changing just for today. Breathe in, head up, arms down, legs forward. Now hold it and then bring everything back. Now take your time, refocus. Breathe in, breathe out, legs forward, arms down, head up. But you are not fighting yourself with this, you're just really feeling and absorbing that strength you've already made, you've already created in yourself. Hold the position, good. Hold the strength, feel the strength, and then everything comes back slowly. Good, so we're not racing forward, we're not pushing ahead. You're giving your body and your mind a chance to absorb and to feel proud of what you've already achieved. Soaking it in, taking note of it. You're giving it a little nod. Hold the position and then bring it back. Be proud of what you've achieved. You can You're experts at this stage. Hold on to the move and then bring it back. As slow or as fast as you like. Keeping your eyes closed if that makes you more comfortable, or enjoying your view. Whatever makes you happy. And again, exhale, legs forward, arms down, head and shoulders are up. You know how to do these. Don't doubt yourself. Find your own rhythm. You know the move. And keep on going. I'm just going to do a few more. And bring it back in your own pace. And when you feel that position, when you're in that end part of the move, feel really good about yourself. You're owning it. You're cool. And down. And last one, just give me one more. Hold the position. Pull your stomach in. Just feel how cool this is. You are doing fantastic, guys. And everything comes down. Well done. Really good job. Lovely, lovely work. Okay. Now we're going to do some legs in straps. But we're going to do single legs in straps, okay? So let's do one yellow spring. Now, you can go down to your one blue spring if you feel like you want a really loose spring, but I would advise one yellow. So grab onto one strap and pop that single strap onto your foot. And then bring your two legs towards the ceiling, ankles and knees next to each other. And just stabilize and get yourself into a nice position that you're happy with. Breathing in, and just bring the legs down and bring the legs up. So just find a little rhythm down and up. Good. Keeping your tailbone down and breathing in as the legs come up. Breathe out as the legs go down. Good. And again. Nice a bit length through your leg, but don't overextend. I want you to find a rhythm, find your flow, where you're comfortable with how you're executing these moves, you're comfortable and happy with your form, and then find your groove with it, find your flow and just stick in that groove for a few minutes and enjoy it. Again, give yourself a pat on the back for achieving what you've achieved. Indulge yourself a little bit in what you've achieved. You're allowed to do that, guys. Give yourself a chance to be proud of yourselves. Good. And again. Okay, now we're going to go into the scissors, okay? So, one leg comes down and one leg goes up, and then we switch. Both of your legs are straight the whole time. So you're doing that scissor motion with your legs. Now find your rhythm, find your flow, and then go into yourself. Relax your arms. These are not too easy. These are a little bit tough. Good. Feel what's going on. Breathe. Maybe two more. And one more. Good. Now we're going to do little semicircles. So you're going into you're twisting one leg up and over the other leg. So one leg is up and over the other, then you're going out to the sides and around to the other side. You're drawing semicircles with both toes. Both feet, both toes, both big toes. Semicircles. Good. Now, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Foot out. Bring your knees into your chest and just take a second. Big breath. Do what you need to do to stretch out. Pull your knees into your chest, lift your head, and then grab hold of that other strap. And put the single foot into the other strap. And again, ankles and knees together. Square your hips off and make sure your shoulders are not too close up to the shoulder blocks. And then off you go. Down, towards the foot bar, up towards the ceiling, keeping your tailbone flat, down onto the reformer, and just find your rhythm, keeping the ankles and the knees together, just as if you've got your feet in both straps. You're going down and you're bringing it up. Close your eyes, breathe, visualize what you need to visualize, feel what you need to feel. Everybody has different ways of connecting into themselves. Everybody has a different method that works. Whatever your method is, link it in with your breathing if you can, and just enjoy. Find that flow. Good. If it feels frustrating and you want to race ahead, that's okay. Listen to that feeling, hear it. It's okay to feel like that, but today we're going slow, and that's okay too. Try and enjoy. Scissors. One leg down, the other leg up. And switch. Keeping the knees as straight as you can. But again, you're not overthinking every little aspect of your form. You're going to be happy with your form, but we're not going to be nitpicking or perfectionists. That's not what this is about. Scissors. Keep on going, guys. Enjoy, relax your arms, your hands, your fingers. Let those shoulders slide and sink. Your core is engaged to protect your spine. Just keep those legs scissoring up and down. And do one more. And now, those semicircles, we're going to draw with each foot. The big toe of each foot, just draw that semicircle wide and then in. Good. Pulling the leg down and then bringing that leg up. Good. Try and keep each leg mirroring the other, if you can. Now breathe nice and deep, guys. And breathe out. Push that breath out. Let that breath link into anything negative, anything you can't control, anything you don't want to control. Attach it to your breath and breathe it out. Good. Give me two more if you can. Last one. And relax. Brilliant job. Take your foot out the strap and pop it again behind yourself onto the shoulder block. Knees into your chest, and again, hug your knees. Lifting your head and shoulders up if that feels comfortable. That just rounds your back a little bit more. Can help pull out your lower spine. Good. Okay, so change your spring to one red and one yellow. Actually, no, one red and two yellows, please. So one red and two yellow springs. We're going to go into shoulder bridges. So we're going to mobilize your back. Okay. So wherever you feel comfortable on the foot bar. Toes, heels, however you want. Just feel comfortable on the foot bar and let your arms relax down by your side. Again, just take a moment if you need to. Now we're going to bridge up. So that means tipping up through the waist. So remember, you tuck under with your tailbone, so you flick through your hips slightly. There is a little bit of a movement in those hips. There has to be, to get the tailbone up first. So up with your tailbone, and then work your way through the rest of the vertebra of your spine, trying to keep the carriage in. When you get up to your shoulder bridge position, just hold that position for me, and let's just breathe. Breathe out. You'll find the carriage wandering away, and just keep pulling it back in. Hold the position. Relax your arms. Engage your core. Come on, this is strengthening your lower back to keep this position as well. That's good. And again. And then roll down, piece by piece. Now don't be surprised if this brings on a little bit of cramp in your calves or your thighs. Just relax. Let your body just let it go. Just take your time, take a break. No stress. Let it pass, and then when you're ready, again, you're just going to bridge up. In your own speed, bridge up. Now tuck your stomach tight with this. Don't let your stomach be pushed all the way out. It's tempting. So hold your stomach in, that's your core engaged. Keep pulling the carriage in and just hold it. You're working quite hard with this. Engage your glutes. Go on, squeeze them butt, squeeze that butt together. Go. Give it a little squeeze. Hold that squeeze and breathe nice and deep. You can work hard and you can stay calm and relaxed. Now roll down through your spine. Piece by piece, visualize. Come on, you should feel it a little bit easier to visualize what's going on this time. So probably the last time we did shoulder bridges, because we're so busy trying to strengthen. And again, when you're ready, bridge up. When we're trying to gain strength and increase flexibility, yep, you're going to be feeling them. But when you slow it down, hold this position, guys, keeping the hips high if you can. If you can't, roll down, that's fine. But hold it for a bit longer than you would normally. Breathe and relax. Because you're a bit more relaxed, you can achieve different things. Hold it and then roll down and visualize the spine, visualize the vertebra. You should picture it easier this time. You should link into yourself a bit more because that's the zone you're in. And again, rolling up, nice and slow. Keep it high. Try relax your shoulders if you can, although they are stabilizing you. So a little bit of tension in your shoulders is okay. Not in your neck though. Relax. Keep your core tight. Your glutes are tight. Your lower back is working hard. Now roll down. Good. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Release your lower back for me. Well done. Now we're going to do the same again, but this time we're going to push the carriage away. So we're going to bridge up. So do these with me, guys. So tuck your tailbone under, lift yourselves up, up, up. Hold that position. Push the carriage all the way out. So your legs straighten, and then bend your knees in. Push it out. Bring the carriage in. And just keep on working this for me. So you're pushing the carriage away and bringing it back in your own pace, but slower than you would usually go to, slower than you'd usually choose. Good. Now roll down, relax for a second, gather yourself, breathe, maneuver yourself so you're comfortable, and then go again. Lifting your tailbone up, keeping the carriage in, then push the carriage away and bring it back in, holding that bridge position so your hips are still high. Now nice and slow, don't be racing through these, nice and slow. Try and let your knees be coming in up and over your feet. Try not to let them get too wide. It's quite easy for that to happen, and then bring the carriage in and roll down, and relax. One more. Okay, when you're ready, roll up, all the way up, secure, strong, and then carriage push away. Carriage comes back in, and keep repeating. Good. And again, in your own speed, in your own time. Keep focused on what's happening in your body, your breathing. Now, roll back down when you're ready. Piece by piece, tailbone last. Knees into your chest, cross it at your ankles. Lifting your head and shoulders up. Rocking a little bit from side to side. Then rest the head back down. And just keep that rocking motion. Loosening anything in your lower back. Well done. Really good job. Really good. Okay, now we are going to continue on that lower back because sometimes they can be a little bit demanding of your back. So we're going to loosen it out with the swan. So we need the box. So change your spring first of all to that one yellow spring is fine for the swan. Grab your box and pop it long ways onto your reformer, and then pop yourself over the top. Okay, shuffle forward so your chest is over the top of the box. Okay, now with these ones I want you to cross your ankles. It just reminds us to keep those knees and the thighs together, because if we are doing this in a slightly more relaxed state, we can have a tendency to just flop the legs down and open the come. So a little bit of a hook around your ankle. Hands onto your foot bar. Straighten your arms. Remember your elbows are always going to want to bend with this. It's always surprising what a small movement it is, but arms stay straight, head comes down, and then arms staying straight. You just lift up, lift your chest up to the ceiling, arms stay straight, bending through that lower back. Try and elevate the legs up a little bit if you can, but they're hooked at the ankles, so you're doing enough there anyway, and then push away and down. Now, I aren't forward enough on my box because I'm not getting down far enough. So make sure you're down, make sure you're forward enough on the box so your head can drop down. That's better. Your head can drop right down. And then lift up, look up to the ceiling, hold the position, are your arms straight. You're hooking through your ankles. Hold the position and then down. Drop your head down, hold that position again. And then up, head up to the ceiling. So we're doing these slow. So you're holding these for a couple of breaths. So you're holding this position and you're just breathing in whatever way is comfortable. And then you're pushing down, collapse right down. That head and neck and shoulders relax now. Your ankles are still crossed. And then up towards the ceiling. So a nice slow pace. Down, collapse down, enjoy it, hold it. Lift up, this is your strength move. Hold this position, and then down. 2 more guys, lift up. Hold the position, engage your core. Down, collapse, drop the head between the shoulders. Up towards the ceiling, hold it for the last time. Squeeze your glutes if you want to. Link those ankles together. You'll be really pulling through your legs with this one. And down. Last time, collapse. And relax. Whew. Good. Okay. Well done. Now, okay, let's do some work with without the box now. So if you just take the box away, change your spring to the yellow spring. Oh no, we're already on the yellow spring. Leave your spring, drop your foot bars down. Okay, so grab onto your circle. We're going to do some standing leg work, okay? So remember, always put your foot onto the solid part of your reformer first, the part that's not going to be moving. Grab your circle, don't forget, and then hop up. Take your socks off if you're a little bit worried about feeling slippy. I think balance yourself off. Okay, arms out towards the front. You're going to imagine your circle's that steering wheel. You're going to be looking through it the whole time. And if you want to apply some pressure on it, absolutely fine. If not, just holding this stable is absolutely fine. Now, again, I want you to focus. Push away and bring it back in. And push away and bring it back in. It's going to change my spring. Wrong spring. That's better. So you're pushing away and bringing it back in. So you're on your yellow spring, so there is a little bit of resistance, so it'll stop you doing that full splits. If you're on your blue spring, remember the nice light spring, these are much tougher because you really have to control that carriage because it wants to go right out from under. The yellow spring gives you a little bit of help, which is what we want. And just bring the carriage in and out the carriage goes. Now, if you want, squeeze through the circle every time the carriage goes out and hold it for a second, and then bring the carriage in, release slightly through the circle, and then go again. Push the carriage out, squeeze the circle, and just hold the position, and then bring it in. Or, if you're enjoying the rhythm of just going out and in, that's fine too. Just if you are enjoying the rhythm of it, be in control of the rhythm. Don't let the springs be doing all the work. We are taking command and control of our bodies. We're taking it slow and smooth, but we're in full control all at the same time. That's key. So pushing out, control, feel that strength you've got and bring it back in. On again, push out, squeeze the circle, hold the carriage if you can and bring the carriage back in. Good. We're doing a good few reps of these because we're meant to be doing them slow, remember? Nice and slow. So if you found yourself racing through them, just slow it down, it's okay. And then out. Slow it down, squeeze the circle, bring it back in. Good, and keep on going. So you can pause and squeeze, or you can just keep pushing out. You should be feeling these a little bit now on your legs and on your arms if you're squeezing through the circle, because we're doing quite a few reps. Try not to stop. Feel the feelings. Let it flow. Enjoy. We got this. This is flow. Time to flow, girls. Time to flow. Let the energy flow. Out with the bad, in with the good. It's like decluttering our emotions and our mind. Good. Connect into yourself. Breathe. Just keep on going. The simplicity of it sometimes is what we need. The brain needs to be simple sometimes. Not always complex. Just most of the time. Okay, we're not going to start counting down or doing numbers. We're just flowing with this. Go for it. Flowing out, flowing in. And then relax. Okay, switch yourselves around. Take your time. And to the other side. And again, foot onto the safe part first. Onto the carriage. Just make sure you're in a good position to start with. Your spine is long, your shoulders are back, your core is engaged. Your circle is out in front, and then find your groove on this side. Go easy with yourself, you have my permission. Go easy. Take your time. Make sure your feet are in a position where you're feeling safe on the reformer. Don't be afraid to move around. You need to. You're not racing into these, okay? We are realizing that we have done a lot of work over the months that we've all known each other. You've done a lot of work. You are capable and you are strong and you know what you're doing. You're paring it all down. You're simplifying it and you're stripping it back. But you're enjoying the quality of the move. Appreciating what you've achieved. And hopefully trying to focus and relax that mind and balance the emotions off too. Because that's all connected. Now remember, you can push out, you can hold it and squeeze for a bit longer and then bring it back in. If you want to add that, no problem. Squeeze and then bring it back in. Just do whatever feels right for you. Keep your core tight. Come on, breathe a bit deeper. Don't let the breath go out of your focus. Focus on that breath. Nearly done. Let's keep rocking through them. We can do these Nice and slow and controlled so we can afford to do more. Let's go. Keep on going. Good, nearly done. And last one. And relax. Now safely bring yourself down. Woo. Okay, grab onto the box if you can fit it next to your reformer. We're going to do some lunge work. If you can't fit it next to your reformer, remember there is a modification. You just hinge forward more and you go pushing out and bring it in. Very similar, okay? Now, stick on the yellow spring. I'm going to use the box. I'm also going to pop my foot bar back up just because I think it's handy in case we need to grab onto it. Okay, so we're going to lunge down and we're going to bring the carriage back in and up. Now, no weights, unless you really want to, but remember, let's just try not to mix it up between fast and furious and strength and pushing it, yeah, and relaxing and freeing and trying to just enjoy the flow and reconnect with ourselves. Try not to mix the two. Pick whichever one you feel like and indulge in it. There's plenty of time for pushing ourselves. Now you all know what you're doing with these. You're lunging and you're bringing it up. You're just flowing through these. Just keep them going. Keep them going. If you feel yourself racing through them, just try and pull it back. That's all I would say. But apart from that, trust yourself and go with whatever you need. Engage your core. Come down in one nice tight unit and lift up. Shoulders back and down. Good. Well done. Now you're focused and you're in control. So bring your arms above your head and keep the flow going. Keep that core tight. Arms above the head or behind your head if that's comfortable. Just lift them up. You feel how easy this is now. You've knocked your balance out quite a bit, but you're probably just carrying on flowing through these because you're focused. You've gone into a slightly different zone. And you're getting a great workout at the same time. Now stretch even down even deeper and up. Keep your arms up, but if you can't, that's okay. Come on, stretch down. So you're not pushing through these, you're just stretching into it. You're enjoying the benefits and the bonus of being more relaxed and chill. Do you know what that means? Your flexibility, it just increases because your muscles are more zen. So stretch it out a bit and enjoy the stretch. It's not going to harm you. Stretch. Good. I feel that all down my hip flexor muscles. And I'm pushing them out and I'm not bothered. It's all good. They're loving it. Keep it going. Now if the stretch is too much or it's just not something you want, stick within your comfort zone. Only do that stretch if you feel like it's adding something positive. Just don't push yourself in a way that's going to add pain. That's your next class. That's your jump bar class. That's the pain class. Okay, swap over to the other side. Whew, feel that there. Okay, swap over. Okay, you'll be surprised how deep you're going with these because of the slight shift in gear. Okay, now stabilize yourself off, focus, and push the carriage away. Keep your arms down to start with. Don't be tempted to raise the head. Arms down. Slow the pace. Good. Sinking down, trying to keep your back straight so your shoulders, try and keep them stacked above your hips the best you can. Your core tight. Relax your arms, just let them hang. Let your arms hang, let your shoulders, just let them drop. And just flow through it. Enjoy the rhythm. Enjoy the noises around you, the feel of the reformer. Soak it in and absorb it. Breathe. Hope you're breathing. Keep breathing. Keep connected to that breath. Now, arms above your head. And just keep pushing through these. Nice and simple. Slow it down. Remember, don't run away with yourself. Keep slowing it down. It takes work to get a slow pace. Our minds are tricky. Good. Now let's stretch. If you can. So as the carriage goes out behind you, try and sink down a little bit lower into it. You know yourself, you're into your bodies at this point. You know how to get the most out of that stretch. But if it feels like this is not something your body needs right now, then don't bother. But keep the flow if you can, your arms above your head. Keep your belly tight. Good, just do a couple more. Stretch. Good. Stretch it out. And give me one more. And relax. Beautiful. The increased reps is really important. Really good. Okay, so move that box a little bit for me, please. Okay. Now, I'd like us to, your spring is on a yellow spring, and I think that's just fine, but you can always change it to a blue for this one. So again, all it takes is to reach behind and switch, so don't be afraid of doing that, but yellow spring is great. Holding on to the short straps, pop your feet through the shoulder blocks so you've got a good bit of space behind you, because you're going to be tucking and rolling. So you're going to be in a slight crunch position. So your abs are working. You're going to hold this position. Keep your feet flat, okay? Just nice and flat. No need to push ourselves too much. Open the arms and elevate them slightly. So you see, if you open them to shoulder height, that's adding a little bit. So let's just not do that today. Lift them up. Good. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time to add all that. This one, I just want you to lift up towards the ceiling, okay? It's up and out slightly. It's mid between this one, which is just plain tough, which we don't need to do, and up really straight, which is just plain tough and we don't need. It's in between both of them. So naturally your arms, if you just allow them to find that natural position, they'll find it. Try and keep them as straight as you can so you're not bending the elbows too much. But again, just be natural. You're just elevating the arms and you're bringing them down and you're holding yourself in a crunch. Now bring yourself up and just take a rest. Now, you'll feel this in your biceps, all right? Roll down, engage your core. Okay, tuck under. Open the arms slightly and go into that same arm position by lifting up and dropping down. Good. Good. If the spring's too tight, change it to the blue. Give me two more. And lifting up. Now, reposition yourself. So, cross the straps over for me. You're going to pull down one strap, bring it up to center. Pull down on the other strap and bring it up to center. And as you're pulling the strap, you're dropping, tucking and rolling and slightly twisting. You see the way I'm facing you guys now? I'm not looking forward. There's a slight twist, and then back to center, and then the other side. Again, now, normally I say, don't rely on the rhythm. I want you to be heaving and pulling and squeezing your car. More. No. Okay? No. Pull the reformer. Pull the strap. And then loosen it. Pull it. Elbow behind and back. Do rely on the rhythm, because this is about rhythm and flow. Good. Breathe. Good. Now bend the elbow, pull back. Lift up, stretch, and then collapse and roll. Lift up, stretch, collapse and roll. Good. Pull through those ropes. Good. Up to center, stretch, back down. Good. Your arms out here. Yeah. Oh, but you're so chilled. It's not even feeling like pain anymore, is it? It's just feeling like power. Can we do one more? It's like a dance move. Get the rhythm going and relax. Don't forget to uncross your straps and then pop them back onto your shoulder blocks. Give your arms a little stretch. Oh, okay. Now. Okay, last one on your arms. Can you kneel onto your carriage for me? So your thigh, your knee is in line with your shoulder block. Okay, grab onto your strap. In your opposite hand, so I've got my right knee against my shoulder block, so my left hand has the strap. So opposite leg to the strap, because you're pulling it across your body and you're bringing it back, okay? So, see the way my shoulder is pulling across? No. Straighten across your shoulders. Okay, chest is forward, hips are forward, your elbow is bent, and then you pull the strap and straighten it as much as you can. Feel free to change your spring to that blue spring if you want. In fact, you might need to, because your springs are a little bit tougher than mine. Slightly different colour. Yeah, I'm going to change mine too. Spring down to the blue, guys. Sometimes I don't like the blue with this one, because if you heave it too much, you can just knock yourself off balance, because it's very light, is the blue. Okay, so, but this is much better, nice and easy. Good. So if it feels too easy in your arms, try and let that go. You do not need to push yourself, okay? If it's feeling too easy, just make sure your body is rock solid and you are not moving a muscle, okay? Your balance is being knocked off by the movement of your carriage. Your arms are working. Keep that smooth movement. You're pulling it across the body. It's like you're drawing your sword. You're pulling your sword and you're pointing it up and away, and then you're putting it back. Draw the sword. Straighten your arm if you can. Nice and solid. No movement in any of your body. Make sure your neck is not tense. You don't want to spoil it. Breathe and relax. Excellent, guys. Other side. So, opposite hand, remember, to the leg. Okay, focus for a second on your position. Don't let that shoulder roll across your body. Your shoulders are facing straight forward in front of you. And then holding that, maintaining that shoulder position, you are pulling the rope and pointing out away from you, and then bringing it back, but you're still staying strong in that shoulder. Now find the rhythm and just pull through it and back down. Just keep pulling and letting it go. Breathe, focus. Close your eyes if you can. Just feel the rhythm. You don't need to have those eyes open. You can feel this, okay? Feel your way through these moves. And then, give me one more. And I want you to just pop that back and relax. Good. Okay, now we're going to do some stretches. Change your spring to the blue spring. And let's just do some stretches. So those final moves were very demanding on the arms. So we're going to start off with the arm stretch by sitting forward on the carriage and crossing your legs. Now, arm out in front, pull it across your body and look over your shoulder. Okay, now enjoy the stretches and just breathe and relax. Stretch it out. And again, just take these moments to just, and again, other side, to just think about what you've achieved, what you've done. Be proud of yourselves, as always. I'm proud of you. And be proud of yourselves that you've managed to give your shoulders a roll. Arms behind your back, interlocking your fingers, lift up towards the ceiling, heart to the sky. You managed to achieve a lot of strength work, but with a whole lot of slightly deeper connection and a different focus. Lift those arms up. Oh, now roll your shoulders for me. Oh, did a lot of shoulder work there. Now, go into your Z sit, so your left foot is in front and your right foot is behind, and if that's right, then your left hand is on the foot bar. Push away, up and over, and then twist into it and swap, and just drop down. And again, feel that stretch in your shoulder sockets if you can. You've already loosened them, so you might get it deeper into your shoulder sockets, and then up and across. And turn around to face the other direction. So my right foot is in front, and my right hand is on the foot bar, up and over my head with the left hand, and then twisting around and facing the floor. Allow it to stretch through your arms, and then focus on the shoulder blades, the shoulder sockets, and then bring it in. Oh, my shoulders love that. Up and over. Good. And then facing them with your back to the foot bar. Hold on to the foot bar with your two hands and push the carriage away. Ah, nice stretch on the arms. They should already feel a bit loose. And just pull through that stretch. And just focus on stretching those muscles out nice and gently. Don't force it. Give your arms a roll. And one more time. Stretch out. Oh, good. Okay, 2 feet onto your your reformer carriage. 1 foot onto the foot bar, holding onto your shoulder blocks. Push the carriage away. And then bring your hands onto the carriage if you can, and carry on through that stretch. Good. If you can drop the heel back over that foot bar, that's a nice stretch as well. And then bring it back in. Bring it all the way back in before you swap your feet, otherwise you'll go crashing into the end. So you're first of all keeping your hands on the shoulder blocks and stretching out, and if you're just comfortable doing this, that's fine. Or you can bring your hands onto the carriage and just get a slightly deeper stretch. And then drop the heel back if you want to, and if you can, hold the stretch. Oh. Face the opposite way. 2 feet on the carriage, hands on the shoulder, on the foot bar. Will I ever get that right? Push the carriage away, keeping the heels down. Feel that down the back of your legs. And then bring the carriage all the way in. Stabilize the carriage, and drop your head down to your knees. If you want, you can lift up onto your toes and drop it right into your knees, or you can keep flat down, it's up to you. Ooh, and then drop your heels, push the carriage out. Hold that stretch down the back of your legs. And bring it back in. Head down again, stabilize. Lift up onto your toes if you can. Try and loosen out through your lower back. Open up your lower back. And then relax. And you are done. Well done. Very different tone of class this time, I suppose. Maybe one that you will never press play on again. Or one you might just do when you're in that kind of zone, but it's good to mix it up. Pilates is very versatile. There's a lot of Pilates instructors out there who only teach that side of Pilates, and they really go deep into it, very slow, almost yoga-like. We can do more of that if you want. It's absolutely up to you. I think it's nice just to mix it up, but you know me. My favourite style is probably quite intense, so we all need a break sometimes, don't we? Anyway, enjoy the rest of the next couple of days, and then I will send your second class along to you all at the end of this week. Okay, thank you.